best part is that at the top of the bingo sheet, there's a place where you're gonna put your prize. This week, I created a bingo sheet because I needed a little inspiration this month to get up and declutter and organize my house. So instead of just hemming and hawing and trying to figure out if I could get the energy to go do it, I figured a bingo sheet with all different kinds of games on it would get me inspired to get moving. So today, if you go to minimalist.com, you can find this bingo sheet with these games on it for free to download to join in on this bingo journey this month with me. But on top of that, I'm going to go through all 5 games right now and give you the very quick, brief version of the directions and how I think they're going to help you. So let's start with the first one that you can see on the decluttering bingo sheet, and that is the color game. The color game is extremely simple. So basically you just pick a color around your house. Doing a full declutter, it not only takes off some of the pressure of having to go through every single thing and make those decisions. You're only having to make decisions if it has that color on it. So I recently did this with things that were red. I went around my house and found some things that I thought we could declutter that were in the red section. But this is also great if you want to get your kids into it, and so they can help you declutter along the way. The next game is something that I recently read about on a website called The Nesting Place, but it's something that I've been doing for a very long time. I just didn't have a name for it, and it's called hushing the room. So hushing the room basically means that for 24 hours, you're going to take everything out of the room, and you are only going to then slowly and intentionally bring back the things that you miss and that you really want in the room. So I've done that in basically every room of my house when it comes to visual clutter. That's where I've started it. But you can also do this in your kitchen. If you're not sure what utensils that you can live without, you can even make the hushing the room last more than 24 hours. Take out all of your utensils or all of your appliances and put them in a separate room, out of sight, out of mind. And then as you use them throughout the week, bring back the ones that you miss, that you really need. And that takes a lot of the pressure off having to make those decisions right then and having to decide if I'm going to keep something or let something go. It's almost like reverse decluttering is what the Nesting Place calls it. You're not actually getting rid of anything. You're just moving it away for a little while to see what you actually miss. If you like learning about decluttering and minimizing, then please subscribe as well to get the next video. And of course, throw a heart emoji down below if you are decluttering here with us and you're going to join this bingo game. So the next game is called 12-12-12. It was created by a guy named Joshua Becker, who is another very famous minimalist, and he talks about this rule in one of the books that he wrote, which I will go ahead and link down below for you. But this game, I think, is great for all of us that maybe don't have a lot of time, but need a goal. So what you're going to do is you're going to find 12 things to declutter, 12 things to trash, and 12 things that are just in the wrong place that you need to put back where they go. So what I usually do is I will grab just 2 bags. One of them is going to be donate and put away, and the other one is going to be trash. Now, why I do this is because I already know in my head the things I'm donating and the things that just need to be put away. But you can, of course, also have 3 bags to separate everything out if that helps you more. I will usually set myself about a 20-minute timer because it's one of those games that I don't want to spend too much time on. But also you'll see on the decluttering board that I created that all of these 5 games that I'm going to tell you about are listed several times. So if you go through the 12-12-12 game and you want to then continue and do another one, then go ahead and cross off another box of 12-12-12. But the next game that I wanted to tell you about is my personal favorite, and that's the 5-minute rule. So it's one of those games that I will play maybe right before I have to pick up my daughter, or it's a game that I'll play if I'm just getting frustrated in my bathroom and I can't find things. I'll give myself a 5-minute timer. And that means in those 5 minutes that I'm going to declutter that room as fast as possible. I love the 5-minute game because it helps me to break out of that cycle of overanalyzing and the thinking about what if I need this at this one point in my life and I end up keeping way more than I need. So when I give myself 5 minutes, I don't have enough time to overanalyze. I don't have enough time to overthink about things. I have to make quick decisions. So if you're just starting out, or maybe you're dealing with sentimental items, this might not be the best game. Maybe start with one of the other ones, like hushing the room and taking everything out and slowly bringing it back in. But the 5-minute rule is great for those things that you are just hanging on to just in case, like things in the bathroom, hair products, or makeup, or maybe some cleaning supplies that are in the bathroom that you just haven't gotten rid of, but you know you're ready to. The 5 minutes is going to inspire you to get up and get motivated to move. And the great thing is that because it's listed several times on the bingo sheet, if you're in there and your 5-minute timer goes off and you still have the energy, go ahead and cross off another 5 minutes and continue on with your declutter. The great thing about these kind of games is that it tricks our brain into thinking that decluttering is fun. And the more often that you play these kind of games, you give yourself a dopamine hit. You give yourself that excitement factor. Like when you have a trip coming up, or maybe you're going on a roller coaster, you get that excitement in your stomach, ready to go. Well, we want that excitement, that ready to go feeling to also be a part of your decluttering journey. So that's why we invite in games. That's why we invite in timers, so that you can give yourself a little reward. And also, I totally forgot, but the best part is that at the top of the bingo sheet that I created, there's a place where you're going to put your prize. So once you get your 5 in a row, or if you want to be awesome and fill up the entire bingo sheet, you're going to get a prize. So it can either be something that maybe you've had in your cart for a while that you've really been wanting, but you knew you needed to do some decluttering before you got it, or you wanted to wait long enough. This is your chance to give that to yourself as your prize. Or even better, take yourself out, get a manicure, a pedicure, or go get a drink with a friend and use that as your prize. We are trying to get you motivated this summer to do these big declutters and get your house where you want it to be. But let's talk about the last couple. So the 5th game is the hanger rule, which I think most of us have heard of before. It's so simple and takes a lot of the thinking out of it. And the reason that I put the hanger game on this bingo sheet is because it is a quick and easy thing to check off and give us that dopamine hit. But what you're going to do is you're going to go in your closet and you're just going to flip all of the hangers around. You're going to be looking intentionally throughout this next month at the clothes that you are wearing, because when you take that clothing piece off, you're going to turn the hook back around and you're going to know that you use that item in your closet. And all those clothing pieces that are becoming clothing decorations, I like to call them, we are going to start decluttering them at the end of this month. Now, I'm going to be doing this not only in my closet, but my husband's closet and my daughter's closet. So go around your house and do this in any room where you might store clothes, and go through and turn the hangers around, cross it off on your bingo sheet. And then at the end of the month, let's go through and see the things that we can declutter. The last piece that I want to talk about that's on the bingo sheet is called a wild card. So if there is a game that you really enjoy to play already that's not on this bingo sheet, the wild card is a place that you can use that game. Or if you really like the 5-minute game and you've done it 5 or 6 times, go ahead and use that wild card and cross it off there. I also have a heart in the middle of the bingo sheet, and that is because the fact that you printed out the sheet and that you are motivated enough to get up and get going and start living a simpler life earns you an automatic heart in the middle of this bingo sheet. So remember, if you are decluttering with us, go ahead and throw a heart emoji down below so we know we're all in this decluttering journey together. And I would love to hear about how these decluttering games are going at home as the month goes on. If you enjoy learning about minimalism and decluttering, then please subscribe and join this little channel here at Minimalist, and I will see you guys again very soon.